I was going to name this entire month Pretender and feature only Pretenders toys, but then I realised ultimately all Pretenders are pretty much the same, aren't they? Although not equal, that's for sure, which we'll see here today. Both lads could do with some new stickers and some paint touch-ups, but I think the played with aesthetic is much more charming. Cloudburst is up first, and like all the original Autobot Pretenders, they might be cool fellas in chubby robot suits, but they pale in comparison to the incredible Decepticon Pretenders. Still, this is a fun design with his rifle and his big blue whip and his cycling helmet and his belt accessories, and let's not forget that detailing on the back, it's pretty wonderful. With Pretender shells you don't really get much in terms of articulation, just really the shoulders, but there's a reason for that of course. Take off the helmet to reveal a very dapper haircut, and take off his belt while assuring him that this isn't going anywhere. And you can split open the Pretender shell to reveal a robot who was, up until this point, in disguise. Getting Cloudburst into his robot mode is simple, and yeah, you've got a good deal more articulation here, especially in the legs. He's a handsome lad for sure, the rich blue contrasts with the red and the dark greys, and the rifle even has a smaller peg so this little fella can hold it. Now even you have to admit that's good. Yeah, even you. Transformation is just as simple, fold in the arms, turn the head, pull the legs back over the shoulders like he's visiting the doctors. Well, he is coming up on 40 this year. Fold out the wings and the nose cone, and yeah, you know what? Like, folks might say this is rubbish, but for a Pretender, this is very coherent. You can plug the rifle into the nose cone too, but it looks awful and I forgot to film it. Yeah, I'm surprisingly pleased with Cloudburst. He might lack the grotesque personality of his Decepticon counterparts, but there's definitely some magnetism here. Good for him. From the Pretenders classic line, it's that swine Starscream. They really went all out on this design, eh? All spikes on the helmet, shoulders, gloves and legs. Surely this isn't safe, but I suppose that's the point. On paper, a chocolate brown, grey and teal colour scheme shouldn't work, but here it kinda does. And look at the little wings on the back too. Pop off the helmet and we see this very odd sculpt like, I don't know, a very bemused accountant or something. You know, he looks mildly irritated like he came back to find a parking ticket. Still, that's a haircut you could slice bread with. Plus he comes with this blue gun, which doesn't really fit the overall look, but hey, at least it's better than the flattest arse you ever did see. A woeful rump. There's no belt on this toy, only this strange dog paw motif, so you can take off the helmet and just crack the lad open. Inside is this dumpy little Starscream. Fold out the arms, pull out the legs a little bit, before taking the wings off the outer shell's back and attaching them to the robot. And he even has these two little lasers that you should have attached to the larger shell's gun, but I didn't film that either. It's an absolute disaster of a shoot, if I'm honest. I blame everyone but myself, folks. Altogether, Starscream is a bit of a mess, to be honest. It's not awful, but it just feels a bit underwhelming. You know, I suppose you do the best with what you have. You need to cram a fan favourite into a shell that resembles Dan Aykroyd. But yeah, like, I'm not really feeling it. The alt mode isn't a lot better. It's practically the same thing lying down. Push the legs together, spin the wings around and flip out the nose cone before attaching those lasers to the back, and it's definitely more coherent, you know, but it's also frighteningly dull. Maybe it was more exciting back in 1989 when people didn't have such grand expectations of a Starscream toy. But no, I'm just making excuses. This is quite shite. And who would have thought an Autobot Pretender would have walked away with a more favourable review than a Decepticon one? A Starscream too? Wild. I love the weird outer shell, but that robot can take a dive off of a forklift truck. Do not forget we've got a competition running until September 29th where you can win one of 4 Blockies model kits provided by Blockies themselves. Thanks very much, folks. Just email askrepugnus@gmail.com with the subject line Blockies and we'll let the winners know soon after the 29th. A big thanks to our patrons over at patreon.com/TRDQ, with special thanks in this episode to John Brady, who says their favourite toy is Hunt for the Decepticon Starscream. And I guess it's like Fievel says, you know, there's someone out there for everyone. Bye.